everybody, it's Gravy Man, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing Terrain 101. I had a bunch of tips on how to build terrain in Fortnite creative mode, because one of my favorite things to do in creative mode is terrain, and I would say it's probably what I'm best at in creative mode. So, we're going to get started. And the first thing that you're going to need to do is pick out the terrain you want to use. Alright, these 4 galleries are what I think you would use for most biomes. There's a few biomes where you wouldn't want to use these ones, but these are the main ones. So for snowy things, you're going to want this gallery, which is this one right here, the Gray Cliff Snow Gallery. And for desert biomes, you're going to want this gallery right here, which is the Arid Cliff Gallery. And if you want... Okay, then these are choices for grassy biomes. So we have here, which is, these are from Chapter 1. So we've got the Gray Cliff this is the Gray Cliff Grass Gallery. And over here is the, I don't think it's in this, wait, is it here? It is, yeah, here it is. The Shark Cliff Gallery. So, now in creative maps, most people like to use the Shark Cliff Gallery because it's a difference, because this is from Chapter 2 and this is from Chapter 1. So let me compare a piece side by side. So I'll grab this piece right here from the Chapter 1, the Cliff Grass Gallery, and the same piece over here from the Shark Gallery, and we'll put them side by side. And one off the bat looks a lot more realistic, which is this one right here. But honestly, it's up to you with this part. This one, the edge looks kind of weird because it doesn't fade in nicely. And also in the Shark Gallery, all the pieces, they've got all the pieces preset with grass on top as well as normal. So that is a big plus. But personally, I usually use this gallery over here. And to be honest, sometimes it's because I forget the Shark Gallery exists, because I've been building since like way before the Shark Gallery came out. So I'm just used to grabbing terrain from that and having these pieces. But for the sake of the video, I am going to use these pieces from the Shark Gallery because that's more widely used. So let's say you wanted to build never mind. So here are some of the basic things that I like to do with terrain. To start off, when I'm about to build terrain, I like to preset a couple of things for myself. So I grab this piece right here, and I go to grid snap 4. I size this piece all the way up. I place it, and then I rotate it along the yaw axis to make, like, I would say a square, but it's not really a square. You know, put 4 of the pieces together to make kind of like a circle of terrain here. So this, we're probably going to be using this a lot. So we're going to need to have that. And then, so this piece right here, the thing about this is that no matter what you do to it, it doesn't line up with this. So what you want to do to make that line up is take this, place 2 of them here, put your grid snap to 32, and then you're going to want to multi-select them, grab them, and then replace them down, and now it will be flush with the ground. It's super annoying, but yeah, it only lines up on multi-select grid snap. So that's what you're gonna have to do. So that's all the setting up you're gonna need for the shark gallery things. With this, you could like set up a big one of these, just so that you have one just in case. And also, you don't really need to line it up because there's like a little ledge on this, so it's fine if there's like a tiny ledge that you have to walk down to get onto this flat grass, because both these pieces are going to be very useful. Okay, so here we have our basic terrain pieces. Yeah, this is what you're gonna need. I guess not necessarily need. This is what you're gonna want. Where you're building. Yeah, this is what you're gonna want while you're building terrain, is what I was trying to say. So let's move on to the next section. Let's say you want to build a mountain. Mountains are probably one of the hardest things that you would think of to like build, you know? And I actually have a tutorial on my channel about how to build a mountain, I'm pretty sure. I made it a while ago. Let me see. Yeah, so I have that tutorial there, but that tutorial is outdated a little bit. So this is a new one, I guess. So what you're gonna want to do is always have this in your hotbar. I'm gonna put a triangle, replace that because it's easy for me to pull out. Actually. Alright, now I've got my first 4, so that'll be easy. Yeah, so for a mountain, you're probably going to want to start with building a base of it. So we're going to place this. We're also going to pull out one of these bad boys and place it right here. So we can go to grid snap 32 and start. So I'm smart.
Stop the cap.
I just realized that once you have this in your hotbar, you're not going to need to align this to line up with that, because this is now on the multi-select grid snap. Yeah, just should probably point that out. So there we go. We know that this lines up. Yeah, it doesn't even need to line up perfectly because it overlaps perfectly fine. There's no glitching when you have terrain because the texture on the top is based on where it is in the world, not based on the individual prop. So you can just have it overlapping as much as you want. You can even rotate it and it won't even matter. Okay, so now we've got a big grassy plain to start building our mountain. So the mountain is going to be made entirely out of these pieces right here. I'm going to go to grid snap 4, take out one of these, and I'm going to place it right here. So this is just going to be a simple mountain. I'll go into advanced mountain next. Next we're going to turn off grid snap and grab one of these and going to rotate, pitch, and roll until we've got a slanted piece like this, and then we're going to place it and select it in the right way. No. Okay, so now I've got this piece that we can just kind of play around with. So what we're going to do is, to make it easier, I'm just going to make this mountain a little bit bigger. Okay, so we've got this mountain, and we're going to grab this piece, and we can now rotate this and everything. We can now use this, and we're just going to place it along the edge of this so that it looks like it's the same terrain, and it's going to come out a little bit like that. We're going to place this all around the mountain, and don't worry that it's not touching the ground. We're going to fix that in a second. You can rotate it a little bit just to vary it, because nature is pretty random. It's not going to be perfect. So this thing, if this is messed up like this, you can go to Grid Snap 4, you can grab one of these things, and you can place it in that, and that looks a lot better, or you cannot mess up. Okay. Yeah, you can place this on Grid Snap 32. Like that. It'll be like a little bit off. Nobody's even gonna notice. I mean, if you want it to be absolutely perfect, then you can grab two of them and multi-select them so that they're on the same grid snap as this. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Nobody, not a single person will go on the map and look for this thing. And when they see it, if they see it, they're not gonna like hate your map or anything for it, because it looks perfect. These edge sections can be difficult sometimes, but if you need to layer up these pieces, or you can grab some pieces from the top and pull them out a little bit to fix that or make it look better, then you can totally do that. It's all about kind of figuring out what works. Like, some things will work at certain times and other things just won't. So it's kind of on a case-to-case scenario. But my tips in this video will, most of the time, will work. Okay, so now we've got the base mountain here, and we're going to grab this piece again, and we're going to rotate it down a little bit, and we're going to make the bottom, which is much easier than the top, and we're just going to line it up, make sure there's no cracks in between, and we're just going to bring it to the ground like that. And if this happens where there's like a little bit here, that's, I don't like it that much, so I'm going to place another one up here to connect the two. And there you go. And now we have our mountain. If you ask me, this looks pretty good, I would say. So, for an advanced mountain, all you would really do is, you would expand this to the top section so it would be longer, and then you do this strategy around the edges, like normal, and then you would layer it so you could add more of these up here, and then use this strategy around it, like that. And so for more advanced mountains, you'd want to layer it, basically. That's the main difference. Just layer it up, make multiple levels of the mountain, and if you're trying to make cool looking terrain, I definitely recommend doing this. It's not that much more effort. You already spent the time making the mountain, so why not spend like less than 10 more minutes making another section on the top or something like that. And here you go. So there, that looks even better. And over here, you just continue using this strategy to bring it to the ground. It's pretty easy like that. Alright, and here's the mountain completed. Now, this is, like, basically the best mountain you can make in creative mode. You can add, like, little ledges, like an example, you can bring it down here. This is basically, like adding more layers. You can add a little ledge like that, and you can just add a bunch of ledges, and with the ledges, you can use this on them too. Like, you can just do this, and then it looks like it's a whole nother layer with doing half the work of building another layer. So you can do that if you want, but it's a little more constrained. You know, you can't make a whole nother top section. You can only make a side section. So yeah, you can make mountains like any size with this strategy. So see, with not all that much effort, let me just fix a little crack here. With like not all that much effort, we've made this pretty awesome mountain right here. Didn't mean to mark. We made this pretty awesome mountain right here that I think is really cool looking. And yeah, that's it. For Battle Royale maps though, there's a different strategy. You're gonna want to make sure that you can build on the terrain. So you're gonna want a building level. Well, you don't need it building level, but you're gonna want it building level. So I recommend putting this on Grid Snap 2 for this, because here, it's either, which is building level? Is this building level? For this, since it's on multi-select, it's never going to be build level, but if you want to, like, grab this piece, and then now it's building level, then you're going to have to place them individually. Or, something I like to do is, you're going to need to use this, gallery for it. But you should, or I would grab this piece. Well, it doesn't really matter. I would grab this piece right here. I would size it all the way up, and then I would go along the height, and I would resize it down until it's lined up perfectly with this. So they're not the same texture. If you're using the piece from that gallery, it would be the same texture. But now this is building level, so you can use this as your main ground, because if you use these pieces, then they're going to be on multi-select Grid Snap, and it's not going to be building level. For mountains on Battle Royale islands, here's what I would do. I would grab, okay, I would grab these, put on Grid Snap 4 again, and so we're going to start the same way. I'm not going to build a ground base for this, it's just not needed. And then I'm going to make a top section here. Yeah, something like this. This looks good. I'm going to add layers and stuff like that. And then I'm going to start building down like this and around. I'm not going to do the slope down strategy, because this is easier to build and fight on. So this mountain looks pretty cool too. And again, you can use either for Battle Royale islands. If you're having a big mountain on Battle Royale island, this will be kind of hard. You can build on it, it's just hard to build up it. It's hard to see where you can build. Like, that stair is just fully floating, but you can build on it still, which doesn't really make sense. But, I mean, it works, and it adds definitely an extra flair to your Battle Royale island. So, yeah, I would recommend either one. It's up to you. This one definitely takes a lot less time, and, I mean, you can put more time into it to make it look cool. And if you're making a cliffside, there's another entirely different strategy. You know, take one of these, size it all the way up, I think. Let me see. Okay, you are not going to size it all the way up, because then it won't mix, or I mean, it won't align with this. So you're gonna want to put one of these next to it, go along the height axis. What? Hey, yo. Never mind, you're gonna want to size it all the way up because apparently, okay. I definitely know what I'm doing. So all the way up, like this, and now you're going to, you can take this, bring it a couple times over here, and then take this and make levels with it. So, like, this is just a big cliff. So it's going to be very steep and rocky. And for this, I'm only using terrain, by the way, this entire video. Nature always goes hand in hand with terrain. So whenever you're building a terrain, don't leave nature out. This just doesn't look good. Hold on. Yeah, like that, something like that. I'd probably say the cliffs should be higher, and then you have a lot more freedom with it, you know? You stack these up. Like that. Or so, yeah, something like that. That works, right? Not really, that doesn't. Why is it being like that? Hold on. Like that? Okay. Yes, like this. There you go. That's how you stack them up. Perfect. They fit perfectly in each other. That's why, you notice the bottom's got like a little slant. So it goes perfectly on the top. And then you would take this, and you would want to make sure that it goes all the way down. Why would you want terrain floating? It doesn't really make any sense. And stuff like that. Just make it really hilly and cliffy. Heck, for cliffs, I don't even know if you need this part. It's just a good base, but you could make cliffs entirely out of this. Heck, you could make an entire map's worth of terrain entirely out of this piece. This piece is definitely the best terrain piece ever. Can we get a round of applause for that? So let's cheer it on, actually. Amazing. Beautiful. It's the best piece in the world. So, this is, I'm gonna say, since I am a terrain builder, that this is the most important piece in Fortnite Creative ever. So, that's pretty cool. And I guess it's not just this piece. Well, it kind of is. There's this piece and this piece. They're all the same piece with different textures. So, they all count too. They're all in the party. This is the best piece in creative mode ever, and the best piece for terrain. And with that, I am ready to conclude the video because I don't think I have any other tips. I mean, like I already said, terrain goes hand in hand with like nature and stuff, like stuff in the nature section here, like trees and bushes, stuff like that. That always goes on terrain. It makes terrain look a lot better. So, yeah, if you want me to make a nature video or a nature 101 video, then you can comment. And, wait, I want to point something out real quick. I used to use this piece right here instead of this piece to make cliffs and stuff. here's my biggest problem with this. You'll notice on my Battle Royale map, shameless plug, go play Graves Mini Battle Island. I guess the code's on the screen. Yeah, the code's on the screen. The biggest problem with this piece is this. You can just kind of float for, like, far out here. I'm floating a lot. So that's not good. So this one, though, hitboxes are generally pretty good. You can float out here a little bit, but besides that, actually walking up them is really good. So, yeah, that's it. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Use code GravyMan in the item shop, please. It would help me out so much. Hashtag ad, hashtag epic partner. I should come up with a catchphrase, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.